Hello, welcome to my channel Lady D. This will be my video on the upcoming week with the planets, what transits, the most important transits coming up for the week, as well as do a card reading for the week, and I do a channel as well for what's coming up. So firstly, I just wanted to say, so I did a live last night, Thursday night. It's like next few weeks I'll be doing my live on Thursdays. And there was talk on the live, because I do have a Medicon show on, that people are wanting or interested in me doing a Zoom. So a Zoom live. So no matter where you are around the world, I'll probably be about $30 fee, Australian dollars, because I'm in Australia. Where would be a Zoom where we get to do a platform, but we can see and talk to each other, and it'll be like a live audience. For everyone around the world. So if you would be interested in that, just please let me know in the comment section, and if I get enough interest, I will make it happen. So I'll put it on my list of things to do. So anyway, let's get started for the week ahead. So this week I've actually started to get feeling a bit, when I start feeling into the week ahead, I do get a bit anxious, a bit anxiety of what's coming up. So we still have those planets all stuck together, and I have gone forward, so we're really not going to get much relief. By the end of this week, Mercury will be breaking away from Neptune, so we still have that Neptune and Mercury conjunction that is bringing about a dissolve in communication. It's about, also could be delusion here, people spinning you lies and tales that aren't true. But mixing that, because they're so close together, with also the conjunction of the node, Saturn and Venus. So it's building, because usually we have Mercury and Venus, they're moving quite fast. It takes Mercury takes like a year to go around the chart, and Venus pretty much the same, if a little bit longer maybe. But so usually when it comes up in conjunct planets, you get a day in the small planets. Even in readings, I don't really cover a lot of their transits, because not much can happen. Sometimes it does. So if I'm drawn to it, I'll tell a client if I'm drawn to that area, but otherwise it doesn't make a difference. But because they've been stagnant and they're building up with these outer planets, these energies have really caused a bit like chaos, because we're dealing with this Pisces Aries energy, and they're working together. So yes, this Mercury and this Neptune conjunct is bringing out a dissolve, but it's also affecting our relationships with people. So it's also bringing out the people being envious at other people as well. So we've got these problems here with the Venus and Saturn, with money and relationships, disjointed friendships coming up here, things boiling up to the surface. It's issues with finances, with money, since we had the trade war. It's been going on since we've had all these planets conjunct. So globally as well, and people outrage and unfairness of what's going on. As from really, and what I said in my yearly prediction is that Trump will do what's best for America first. Everyone thought he was going to save the world, but don't forget, he has to look after his own country first. You got to look after what's in your own backyard before you can do anything. And also too, you can't have one man, interfering in other countries. It's just not going to work out. So he's looking after America first, which is totally right, what he should be doing. That's why he was elected in that country. And there will be an order. There will be, at some times, that it will settle down. But we've just got these volatile things that are happening with the planets that are causing all these issues around the world. So we do still have those energies going on. As an example of how they can interact, as myself this week, there was another reader who had a falling out with last year. She was a bit envious and a bit jealous of me. But she's always very much a victim mode. She's always victim, and to get what she wants, she's a manipulator. So to get what she wants, she would always, talk about her health issues, or her upcoming health issues, or what she's been through. It was all about her health issues, because she has gone through something. But she identifies of having that illness more than it's just something that's happened to me and I move on. But that's how she gets to where she is, and she rides on other people's coattails. And with me, I put a stop to that, because it's not in my energy. Now, we've still been Facebook friends, which is fine. But the other night there, I got a friend request from her, which I thought was strange. And what she had done, she restricted my view on her page and then blocked me from a psychic page. So I restricted the view as well, what she could see on my page, and I didn't really care if she sees my psychic page or not. I don't care. Uh, but now it's gone to the point where she's unfriended me, and she's even blocked me on Instagram. And then I know she talks to another psychic, and then they've blocked me too. I don't care. But you can see there's been this on her end, this manipulation, and she's spinning wheels. She's talking to other people, which I already know she's been doing for a while now, because I am intuitive. And then now with the Saturn and the Venus, it's coming up, and people are, she's blocked me. But then I also have noticed that she's also trying to, even now and again, she'll try to sort of look more like me and dress up more like how I just sort of do things. So it's interesting. So let's just see an example of how those planets together, how in my life, how they've played out. And it's also this thinking of like money and how I know for myself, it's this thinking like, what's coming up, like, this and that. It's things playing upon your mind, and it really does with these planets all being so close together, and the energy's building. It's like the energy's stagnant, it's not going anywhere. So instead of these little planets that would be usually moving on to other places in the chart, meeting up with other planets or just moving around the chart, doing their little thing, there's just this stagnant energy. And we've had this 3 weeks, so we've still got another, literally, for Venus to move past these planets. So at the end of this week, Mercury will be moving on from Neptune, which will help sort of free up more about to do with our minds and our communication. But Venus is going to take Venus to move off Saturn, meet up with Neptune, and then go off Neptune. You're looking until around about the 10th of May before getting any kind of relief. But then we're going to get Saturn next month on the 25th of May going into Aries and meeting up with Neptune. So we'll get a brief break for a couple of weeks, and then we're going to be dealing with another lot of energy that's going to be building. So it is about, and also this week too, we've had the Sun and Chiron conjunction. Now the Sun has now moved off Chiron, but it's still, even today, they're still 5 degrees apart. So it is been a very chaotic chaos week, especially last weekend and this weekend. And we're in a time of Easter renewal, having some time off, and it's going to be causing a bit of friction. So those are the main shadowy things. Plus I've got some other aspects coming up this week too. So the next day that is going to be a big day. First of all, we've got the 20th of April. That's going to be, Mars will be also in Neptune. We've also got Mars moving into Leo this week. So today Mars is coming into, today Mars moving into Leo. So that's also helping with motivation and being creativity, but it's also bringing up anger, because Mars in Leo is anger, especially when our ego gets bruised. But it's also giving us that courage and that strength to, move forward and to actually be the people, what's going on here? But this 20th with the Mars in Tri to Neptune, it's literally giving you that energy of seeing through the bullcrap, seeing through people's lies, manipulation, and maybe you can see why they're doing the way that they're doing things as well. Now, the 21st, we do have a lot of things coming on here. The 21st, we've got Venus, which will be in sextile to Uranus. So that's going to be quite good for money and relationships. There could be unexpected opportunities. That sort of, this is the exact sextile. So we maybe had that, I think we had those, the energies building up even last week. And even for myself, out of the blue, I got so even though I've been dealing with one thing, which don't care about certain people, but as a positive, I got a phone call, unexpected. A lady that I met, a reader that I met last year in Port Stephens, has connected with me to a place. It's in the talk of the work, so nothing's been planned, no date's been set. Actually, date has been set, but don't know if it'll be going ahead. When I know, I will let you know. But to do something really exciting and a big opportunity for me. So that's sort of already started, but the exact sextile will be on the 21st with Venus, Uranus. So it's about, under the blue, unusual coming about unexpected expected things with relationships and also money. We've also got Mercury on the same day in sextile to Pluto, so this could be bringing up sort of an ending, a termination or something, but there's a positive transition here for new renewal and something new coming in. It will be quite positive and quite good. On this, then we've got this overshadowing this day of just be careful of your anger, because we are going to have the Sun square Mars, which can create a bit of an aggression sort of energy over the day as well, because we've got the Sun, which is our life, with that Mars. So we also got some positive aspects to Mars, which is giving you that courage and that strength. But I would be careful driving on the roads this day. I would be your emotions maybe triggered in certain ways too, to your anger as well on this day, just with the moon, that little energy there. But we've also, as all week, we do have a try with Mercury and Venus to Mars, which is giving us a bit of strength and, to say what we need to say. But it's like how you're going to deliver this as well. So it'd be good for you to get that courage to say, but how is that person going to take what you're going to say as well? With the other shattering aspects, because the planets, they all work together. And then, so that day is a very important day. Then we've got on the 24th, we're going to have the Sun in square to Pluto. So that again can bring up a bit of an aggressive day, because we're still going to be dealing with it's only 3 days apart of the Sun squaring Mars. Plus we've got the build up of it's not quite yet. I think it'll be more next week, I think it is, or it could be the week after, where we're going to have their last full exact opposition with Mars and Pluto as well. So it's a week I'm sort of getting a bit anxious and anxiety whenever I'm tuning into this week ahead coming up. I think there's going to be a lot of surprises and some shocks coming up this week. But just that energy, it's just building, and you feel it building into something that's coming up here. Now, what I've got here is be careful, people's jealousy could be coming up, because we are dealing with Pisces. So these Pisces, Aries, that war energy. Pisces is the energy of, victim mentality. It's not me, it's them. I'll hide under the rock, or I'll just keep doing what I need to do here. It's not about showing up, but it's it also could be about manipulating and a bit crazy energy as well, mental health also coming up with this. So it's these energies mixing together, oil and water, the last sun and the first sign mixing together here. But we've got jealousy, envious coming up, people being caught out, so people being doing the wrong thing, caught out in the act, could definitely coming up. I do feel like there could be a lot of breakups coming up too in relationships. Be careful of your anger this week. Delusion in not wanting to see what's really there, so not really wanting to take accountability is what's coming up too this week, but also not wanting to see what's actually going on. Instability, and knows what this week is about, working on yourself and what really matters to you. So really work on yourself and what you want to create, or what you want to bring in as well coming into the world. Okay, let's do some cards for the week ahead. What cards am I going to do this week? What cards? I'm actually drawn to the superhero cards. Let's have a look here to see what's coming up for the week ahead. Let's have a look here, because it just seems like the Mercury, that they're out of retrograde now, they're in shadow, but it's like it hasn't stopped. It hasn't stopped. Okay, let's have a look for the week ahead with the cards. Okay, let's see. Don't want the cards stuck together. It's not. Look, I feel like with this week, I feel like it's cards stuck together. But maybe it's just my imagination. So we've got here. Okay, so I feel like it's about, it could be an aspect of people really digging in deep, like meaning people backstabbing or really digging into the jabs. If you're talking about low blows and jab, but really sticking the knife in, like the back here, I kind of feel like. So like blackmail. It is about, oh God, a lot of fighting here. Warrior energy coming up too. But it's like the chaos. It's chaotic. It's also delusion. It's people manipulating other people. But there is a sense of forbidden love here. So I feel like it's about love that maybe it's been hard to create the relationship. It's been a bit unstable, but you've been trying to go through different hoops here. And this week you're getting success. I feel like with that card, it's quite positive. I feel like it's about forbidden love, maybe in coming together, or revealing secrets in relationships too, or people finding out who you really are. I also feel like it's a sense of old couple coming back together again, people who are trying to find like soulmates as well, and trying to find peace with that. Be careful of what once you see something this week, it's like you can't unsee it too. So, are you sure you want this truth to come out? Are you sure once you see something? It's about digging deep. There is a sense of renewal this week as well. Renewal, it's about friendship, caring for others too. It could be also about caring for other people, having that empathy for people as well. There's something about soulmate energy also coming up for this week. So meeting soulmates, or knowing who your soulmate is, or feeling very deeply about someone. There's something about soulmate energy coming up here. And the thing with soulmate energy, we would like to live in fairy tales that you're destined to be your soulmate and you're going to be them. But sometimes in life that doesn't work out. Sometimes that doesn't happen in this lifetime. But there's something about soulmate energy coming up here. But also being very protective of people and protective of your family and your home, your kingdom. It's about a lot of protection. It's also, I feel like maybe new technology could also be coming in too, as well with that. It's, again, it's a lot of fighting, war energy. I feel like most of all, there's could be like a silver lining here. This card is really drawing out to me, the little Grook. And if you remember in I think it's the first movie, I'm a Marvel's fan. In the first movie, where the Grook, the tree got destroyed, but then the tree came up again. That is like Pluto. That is Pluto. It's like the ending, but there's a new beginning there. So there could be a sense of this week of there being this big sort of ending in your life, or wide it could be, but there's a renewal here too that's also coming up. But I do feel like we're on shaky ground, and I do feel like there's a lot of aspects here. It's like war, like fighting energy, but then there's this soulmate energy as well, mixed with this delusion and trying to be protective, and people who you wouldn't think coming together as well. So there's a lot of things coming up this week too, and it's just about seeing things through the end and really not care about what people say, what people think, because there'll be people who do see you as for who you are, and who like you, and there's also people who are going to be jealous or envious because unlike them, you go out and you make things happen for yourself. You're not relying on other people to do things for you. So it's also about that as well. So let me see. And it's the same as game playing, even with this person I told you about before with me. So they blocked me on certain social medias, but then they're stalking me on other platforms like TikTok, not knowing that it tells me when they are looking at my TikTok page, because it tells you. So it's this mind game, this delusion, these things that are the problems that people have. Just know it's their problem, it's not your problem. So it is also, it's just a sense of reality too that's coming up. Okay, so let's do a channel for the week ahead as well. So look, this is going to be a fabulous week ahead, for there are tragedy and things that are going to be not resolved. But at the same time, you'll all see the light through these tragedies and through these darkness that's coming up in the week ahead. You will finally see what you've been wanting to see and what you have been seeing that no one else can see. For you finally people will start believing the truth, and they will see that there are some truth to what you are saying. For not everybody will wake up. For others want to keep their head in the sand, but for other people who it is time for them to wake up, will wake up. Do not worry about what they have to say about you. Just know that you are right in yourself. Just know that what you are doing is right for you and your family and on your path. You have to do what is right for you and your path. Book that holiday just for yourself or for your loved one for you to go. Do what makes you happy. Do not hold yourself back for people who are trying to hold you back or make you feel insecure. For their insecurities are trying to put on you. It is time for you to uplift yourself and not be in that energy of stuckness. If you want to do something, make it happen yourself. Do not rely on them to help you, for they will only help themselves. They do not want to help you. For people who are out for themselves at the moment, for the people who have true hearts and have the golden light are the ones that are there for other people, who are the ones that are going to try and help people but also help themselves. So coming up. So I do have a lot of things coming up. So as I said in the beginning, I'm moving my lives from Friday to Thursday, simply because this weekend, so for me in Australia, this is a long weekend for us. So Friday, we have Good Friday, which is our day off. We have, we've got Monday, Monday the weekend, Saturday and Sunday day off, but Monday's also a day off too. Next weekend we have our Anzac Day, which is the Friday. So again, another day off. So people usually go away on a long weekend. So, and I find there's more people on a Thursday night anyway. So I am moving them for Thursday nights. Even moving after the long weekends, I will be up the coast at Swansea for a fair. So I will be staying at my cousin's that night on the Friday night to help me out to stay there. It's help with accommodation. So I'll be doing a live for the Thursday night that week. The weekend after, I have another fair in Camden. So people in Camden, I will be there for one day only. So if you want to catch me for a reading face to face, I will be in that area. The next day I'm going to Singapore. So again, while I'm in Singapore, I'm not too sure if I'm going to do a live. Probably I won't because I will be on holidays. Then when I come back, I've got my show in Midigon. So I've got some fairs coming up. My show in Midigon is on the 25th of May. If you want to book tickets, I'll put the link in the description, or go to the Midigon RSL website, or you can go to the club and book it at the club if you live nearby. As I said in the beginning, I am open to do a Zoom platform, so everyone around the world can join us. And I'll be able to see everybody. I will be able to hear you. We can talk. I'll be the same as if you were in person, just via Zoom. So the way I work with my platforms is I usually bring a lot of mediumship into it. I'm usually told where I am at, and I'll give you a reading. Depending on how many people there, I will try and give everybody a reading as I can, but you'll be able to interact with me as well. And that will be about $30. If I do that, I will do a $30 fee. Because I'm not traveling anywhere, so I can save on room hire, so I can make it a little bit cheaper. And what else? Oh, we have next Saturday is the Psychic Development Day at Padstow. We've only got a few spaces left, so if you're wanting to go into that, best time to book. It's $90 for the day. It includes your morning tea, lunch, and afternoon tea as well. And also you get me, you get the three other ladies as well. We're all doing our own bit. Getting ready for that cruise in November. So we only have a few more cabins left available. So if you do want to book, get onto that, book your spot. That is going to be, I'm already getting excited. I'm going to do a workbook. So if you're with me, if you're wanting to come to my classes on the cruise, you will be getting a workbook of me. So I'm going to be doing a lot of astrology as well as psychic mediumship as well. And you'll get to keep the notes. So I'm going to make a workbook and I'll be binding it up and making it, that'll be all part of your fee. That you pay to join us on there. So much activities planned. I'm also getting my creative flow back, even going back to looking at my deck of cards. I do really want to do the astrology deck, but I'm thinking maybe I'll do a simpler deck first. We'll just see how that goes, because I want to try and get something done for when I go on the cruise, so that we can look and start using those cards as well if I can. If I can do that with all the other stuff I've got coming up here. So that is what I've got coming up. Mingara. So next Sunday as well, I'm at Mingara, so Central Coast. So I'll be there selling my cupcakes and cookies as always. And I'll be doing some Easter eggs on my cupcakes. So I've got some Easter eggs to put on top. The Easter themed cupcakes I'll be selling, as well as my chocolate chip cookies that everyone, they seem to fly out. Cookies always seem to go, as well as doing the readings there as well. And I'll be giving out my free talk there too. I think it's at 11 o'clock. I'm doing the free talk on next Sunday. So I have a lot of things coming up here. So so that's why I'm just changing things around, and I might keep it on Thursdays. We'll just see. We'll see. I tend to like watching Home and Away, which is an Australian soap opera, which I do like to watch on. That's why I start at 7:40, so I can watch my show beforehand. Okay, so I also will be doing a video for Canada. I know you guys have been asking me, so I am going to film. I started preparing for it, the video on the Canadian election. If you're in Australia, want me to do one for the Australian election, please put it in the comments, and I'll do it. I just find, like, I don't know, it's just so chaotic, and with those energies that are coming up, it's chaotic. Just chaotic. Anyways, if you want to book in for a reading, you can so as well. So you can book in for a reading or for mentorship. If you want one-on-one mentoring, I am happy to do that with you as well. So I think that is about it. So thank you for the likes, shares, and your comments, and I will see you for my next video. So happy Easter, and I will see you for the next one. So bye for now.